Big news, the Bank of Canada just dropped their overnight rate by 0.25%. Graham, what's your take on this so far? What do you think is going to happen in this market that we're having right now?
I think it's going to be a whole lot of talk and not a lot of action. I don't think it's really a big enough drop to really change a lot of things. Although I do have a bit of an inkling that we may see more listings to the market with a little more confidence with sellers out there spreading the pool of homes available out to buyers. So it may plateau prices a little bit. It may extend days on market. That's my take.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you, Graham. Look at our inventories levels already. Like we ended off May with a 3.1% inventory level. We haven't had that number of inventory available since September, I think, of 2015 or so, 2015. So it's crazy that we've kind of swung that way already. We have the highest levels of inventory that we've seen in a while. I personally agree with you. I don't think that 0.25% is going to make much of a difference in regards for the affordability. I think if I calculate it on one of my mortgages, like a $25 difference. So what we're going to see probably is more people that are unable to afford that renewal probably come onto the market, bringing more inventory and seeing that inventory climb, but buyers sitting on that sideline. When do you see that changing? Like what percentage do you see that interest rate that'll bring more buyers back to the market right now?
I think the biggest chunk of buyers may come at that 0.75 to 1%
Mm-hmm.
total drop. I mean, my message to buyers out there is if you've got the means to do it right now, go ahead and do it because these prices aren't going to be around forever. And if you want to look into future increase in value when that rate does drop down and things speed up again, that's grabbing now always makes sense.
Absolutely. And we're seeing it right now with the current buyers that we have. We're locking stuff up in the low sixes, even high fives. We haven't seen those prices in 5, 6 years, right? For these homes. Logically, if the interest rate does come down that 1 to 2%, I do see those prices starting to come up again as well.
Absolutely. We've seen it before. Interest rate drops, increases your equity almost overnight.
Mhm.
All right, Jerry, what's the message that we got to give to sellers right now about ideal strategies for selling in this quarter?
That's a great question, Graham. I think we really almost have to pivot on the way that we're actually going to make that transaction happen. We like in the past 3 or 4 years, we would sell a home in 3 to 4 days or 5 days if we were holding offers. Now it's almost like we have more inventory, more options to choose from. Do we now pivot that aspect and do we sell the home first? We can take a little more time to sell the home. We can even put a condition for the seller even to find a suitable property in the future as well, and then we get your home sold. We know exactly where we are for that money situation, so we know exactly what they can afford moving forward as well, because then we're fully armed. We know what we got for a sale price. We have that condition in hand. We can go out and find that next home and put a successful offer in, because we've got more options to choose from right now, like double from what we had 2 years ago, and then we can make better decisions at that point.
Absolutely. 3 months of inventory versus the old half a month or 1 month of inventory, gives you a little bit more security that you've got homes to search for and have options to make
Yes,
that purchase.
absolutely. And you're not going against 20 other offers right now, right? Those days are gone. Maybe if we're getting a top of the line house that's move-in ready and still priced fairly attractively, we're getting in at 8 to 10 offers. But if you're looking for the average home and that you're only seeing a couple offers on offer day, and we can typically lock something down fairly quick for them.
Absolutely. So, advantages to this market as well. Ultimately, check in with your realtor, talk about your goals. Let's really design a plan and a strategy that's going to work the best for you and your family.